warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafira and I want to present surface structure. Here's the explanation about surface structure. Surface structure is the actual spoken, sometimes comprising phonemics, syllables, word, phrases, sentence, and deep structure, the underlying meaning of the sentence. And surface structure communicates the proper phonological information to express that thought. First characteristic of surface structure. Surface structure refers to the final synthetic form of a sentence, what we actually say, hear, or write. And here is the characteristic. There is four of them. First, phonetic realization is the version of sentence that is spoken or written, represents the arrangement of words overall synthetic transformation. Second, derived from deep structure. Through syntactic operation like movement, insertion, and deletion. For example, watch, age, movement, passive constructions. This structure is transformed into surface structure. For example, for deep structure, you will see what? And the surface structure, what will you see? Third, structure-sensitive rules apply. Grammatical rules that refer to the structure of a sentence, like subject, auxiliary, inversion, are applied at or before the surface structure stage. And fourth, can be ambiguous. A single surface structure may map onto more than one deep structure, leading to structural ambiguity. For example, the chicken is ready to eat. The ambiguity is the chicken going to eat or it's ready to be eaten? So here is type of surface structures. There is three of them. First, declarative surface structures. State facts or opinions. For example, the boy kicked the ball. Second, interrogative. Ask question. Derived through subject, auxiliary, inversion, or watch a question. For example, yes or no question. Did she eat the cake? WH question. What did she eat? Third, passive. Create by applying the passivization transformation, changing the focus from the agent to the patient. For example, active, the dog chased the cat, and the passive, the cat was chased by the dog. And there is mechanism of surface structures. First, deep structure, the abstract underlying syntactic structure that comprises the core meaning of a sentence. Second, surface structure, the actual arrangement of words in a sentence after transformation has been applied to the deep structure. Third, declarative sentence, basic sentence structure, subject, verb, object. For example, deep structure, John loved Mary. The surface structure, John loved Mary. Sentence becomes the subject. For example, this structure. The dog bit the man. Surface structure. The man was bitten by the dog. And the last, relative clauses. Clauses. Embedding a clauses into a noun phrase with relative pronouns. For example, this structure. The boy, the girls like the boy. Surface structure. The boy whom the girls like. So here's the conclusion. Surface structure and syntax represent the visible, spoken or written form of the sentence. The arrangement of words after syntactic rules and transformation are applied to the underlying deep structures. And transformational, generative grammar, surface structure are essential because they show how different sentence type, question, passive, negotiation. And that's all from my presentation. I'm sorry if there are any mistaken. Thank you so much.
I will present deep structure. Explanation of deep structure. Syntax is microlinguistics, which becomes one of the compulsory subjects at English Education Department. Linguistics provide us with language for describing syntax. The deep structure is the output of the base rules and the input to the systematic component, while surface structure is what in your mind or you write and say. Deep structure determines meaning, surface structure determines sound. Key aspect of deep structure. Abstract representation of meaning. Deep structure captures the core semantic relationship in a sentence who does one to whom is reflect the basic meaning before any syntactic transformation. Generated by phrase structure rules. It is formed using base phrase structure rules which combine lexical items into syntactic units like noun, phrase, NP, verb phrase, VP, etc. Example: subject, noun, phrase, verb plus verb phrase. Input to transformation rules. This structure is the starting point for transformation like performing passive, question, or relative clauses. Help explain syntactic variation. Different surface forms can derive from the same structure. Example: John ate the cake. The cake was eaten by John. Both share a similar deep structure, closely tied to semantic. This structure helps in determining the logical form of a sentence, which is crucial for understanding ambiguities and interpretation. Type of this structure: declarative sentence, basic discussion, subject plus verb, object. Example deep structure: John, subject, eats, verb, an apple, object. Interrogative sentence, interrogative original from declarative deep structure. Transformation applies movement. Example WH movement or auxiliary inversion. Relative clauses have a gap in surface structure, but the deep structure contains full the clauses. Example deep structure: I saw the man that he bought the car. Surface: I saw the man that bought the car. The relative pronoun that refers to the man and he said is deleted via transformation. Complement clauses. Deep structure show the embedded clause in full form. Used in sentence with verb like think, believe, say. Example the structure: John thinks he will win the race. No movement at his level. Complement are nested. Mechanism of deep structure. Features: deep structure, surface structure. Abstract or concert, abstract, concert. Features: formed by deep structure, phrase structure rules, surface structure, transformation rules. Contains the deep structure, basic syntactic relationship. The surface structure, actual spoken or written forms. Interface with the deep structure, logical form semantic, the surface structure, phonetic form pronunciation. Conclusion: deep structure is a fundamental concept in generative grammar that represents the underlying syntactic and semantic organization of a sentence, the abstract representation of a sentence meaning before any transformation or change occur. It is the object and verb are clearly defined. Here is, I will break down the sentence. The first sentence: the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Subject: noun phrase. There is determine the adjective quick and adjective brown, noun fox. Verb phrase, verb jump, prepositional phrase. Preposition over noun phrase. There is determine the adjective lazy, noun dog. This is the second subject. The girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. Subject, noun phrase. Determine is the, noun is girl, preposition is who, noun is fog. Verb phrase, auxiliary is, prepositional phrase, verb wearing, noun phrase. Determine is a, adjective is red, noun is dress. Verb phrase, auxiliary is, verb dancing. Third sentence: Stefano saw the Ezekiela with the telescope. There is subject, noun phrase. Noun is Stefano, verb phrase, verb saw, noun phrase. Determine the noun Ezekiela. Prepositional verb, prepositional with, noun person. Determine is the, noun is telescope. So the last sentence, the house where I grew up has been demolished. The subject noun phrase determined is the noun is house, preposition is where, noun phrase I, verb phrase verb grew, prepositional phrase adverb up, verb phrase auxiliary is has, verb is been, verb is demolished. That's all from my presentation. I'm sorry if there are any mistaken. Thank you so much.